David at Pan Theater, and the topic that I'm going to be talking about today, once again, it's how do I get better at this improv thing. And I think the way you get better at improv is the way you get better at a lot of things. You make mistakes. You do something and sometimes it works, and that's really great, and everything is good. And sometimes it doesn't work. But each time it doesn't work, you learn a little bit more. You find out more about yourself. You find out more about your art form. You understand the structure, the dynamics, the moment. In that process, you become more confident, and you don't think about yourself, oh my God, I've made a mistake, or oh, I shouldn't have done that. You start to think, oh, I'm getting this, and oh, I'm getting there. And before you know it, you stop that judgment stuff most of the time. It's always there a little bit. But as you stop that judgment thing and you accept it's just play, you'll get through your mistakes, and you'll reach a point where you realize the more mistakes you make, the faster you make your mistakes, the faster you learn. I mean, when I was starting to do improv, the first class I took was with Jo Tomlin at San Francisco State University. And it was a big lecture hall. I think it was, maybe 200, 300 people. And she would call people up randomly, and I would always try to hide behind people. I don't know why. I mean, I'd paid for this class, but, it was just a huge lecture hall, and there were so many people. But she would always spot me, every class or so, or every other class, and she'd pull me up on stage. And, as the class progressed, there were fewer and fewer people, but I stuck with it. And I made mistakes, but I got better. And I continued doing improv. I took classes here and there. I practiced with this group, that group. And, I learned to judge myself less. I learned to accept that whatever I did on a day was the best I could, and that's where my energy was, where my understanding was. And I got better at it. And, I've been doing this stuff on and off, since 2000. So that's a little time, yeah? And if I could tell you one single thing, always try to show up to your class. Always try to make mistakes, meaning getting up and doing, so you have the opportunity, because that's how you're going to learn. And that's how you're going to learn anything else, whether you're trying to learn a language or you're trying to learn to paint or whatever it may be. You have to try things, and you have to accumulate experience, and in that you're going to be making mistakes. But very few mistakes in this world are life-threatening. Most of them are just kind of ego zings, and you have to release them. You have to let go. You don't want to hold on to things. You want to be gentle with yourself. You want to give yourself time and not judge yourself. Anyway, this was a longer video. Once again, David, Pan Theater.